Hello, mic check. All right, awesome. So, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Wargaming TV / Ishan Plays Live. And my name is Ishan. I go by the nickname Slayer King. And, God, what's my other nickname? The Rage God. So, welcome to my channel, viewers. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Um, I've been doing good now. You can say I've been doing good. I was busy some personal work, so couldn't do this before. So it's been 10 days since the Immortal Empire's trailer was released, and we are going to react to it right now. And we are also going to check out lots of other stuff. Basically, whatever all lots of stuff I wanted to check out, DLCs and not really DLCs, mods, DLCs, stuff like that, right? So let's check out Immortal Empires. This is my review
Stream
reaction thoughts.
Elements. Said Ishan Plays Live is now live. Streaming Total War, Warhammer 3, Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires reaction review. My thoughts.
Sorry, my voice is a bit hoarse. So we are going to do a review reaction trailer, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this. So I pulled out 2 videos yesterday, and yesterday I was going to yesterday meaning today 4 a.m. I was going to do this. Everyone was asleep in the family, so I was like, yeah, I'll do this tomorrow. I would have woken up everyone. So yeah, here we are, reacting to this, reviewing this, and I'll put my thoughts in this video. So this is Immortal Empire's map first look. I watched a little bit of it, only up to this much, and I decided like, hey, I didn't do a video on this. So let's check it out. This is my first time watching this. I'll talk a little bit about stuff, and also wanna tell you guys I was uploading a Carl Franz modded campaign. You can check it out. It's uploads like everything which I had scheduled. It has almost been over. I think today will be the last video, so go check it out. Go check out other long victory campaigns on my channel. I did lots of campaigns, lots and lots of campaigns, and lots than other YouTubers, you can say, because I upload daily like a madman. It hurts my YouTube algorithm thingy, but I don't care. I want to upload so much. There's so little time. I joined Warhammer itself very late. Like Warhammer 2 I bought like after 1 or 2 years of its launch. So I wanted to put out lots of stuff. So I've done that. Go check it out. And thank you to all the viewers and subscribers for following, subscribing to my channel. And also, if you wanna help me grow, you can go donate. The donation link are in the description on the Streamlabs donation tip page, or you can tip me, or what's that other? I think I have a Patreon. It's like I'm not giving anything on Patreon. It's just for a donation, monthly donation. So go check it out. Follow the links. Join my Discord. Let's go. So this is Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empire's first map, first look. Really sorry for my voice. Actually, this is how I sound always, so no sorry. This is how I am, man. I cannot.
It is time, my lord, to engrave your...
Yeah, I watched a little bit of this at start. I think you guys must have already watched it. Instead of like watching, I'll watch the whole thing. But like, since this is like a review reaction kind of thing, I'll pause the video a lot, okay, if you don't mind, because you have already seen the trailer. You want my thoughts on this, so I'm gonna like pause every now and then. Let's analyze, examine everything. Let's screen our eyes and read this bitch inside out, top to bottom. There's this new coastline. Let me guess, this is Araby, right? Eastern Badlands, Western Badlands. So this is Araby. So there will be those Araby factions. I don't know their names, honestly. I don't know them. So basically new faction. Southern Rams also. I think there was a mod for Southern Rams.
Your legend into the world. But do not be hasty. To thrive in this vast and volatile domain, you will first...
They are giving exactly what you wanted to give them. So they gave you siege battles, they meaning CA. CA developers, they gave you siege battles. Now they are giving you marine battles.
Need to study the lay of the land. In the far southern wastes, he who hunts unseen is in his element. Oxyotl, bane of the dark gods, wages a war of revenge against the fell powers and any who would stand with them. Along these ragged shores, an endless demon horde spills into the world, tainting the very land on which they step. In the jungles of the gods, Teclis has sensed the need of his presence. Be it the Skaven scurrying through
He's Teclis. By the way, which land is this? They didn't show this properly.
these trees, or an...
Me not being a lore expert, it's like, please don't switch off the video just because I said I'm not lore expert. Give me a sec. I gotta open the door. You heard the doorbell. इकडे गेले मी लाईव्ह स्ट्रीम करतोय मी भाज्या आणल्यात ऐक मी लाईव्ह करतोय विचित्र आवाज काढू नको दार नाही लावत ओके My family makes such weird noises. Yeah, like bunch of hobbits. Short and annoying. Okay. Let's go.
imbalance yet to be discovered. Teclis will oppose the ruinous powers in all their forms.
I'm not able to make out which part of the map is this. The Golden Pass. By the way, did I open like... Okay, I'm on my personal account. I don't want to search this. God damn it, man. I must use the incognito thing. Give me a sec. Total War blog. Wow, that's a huge map. Okay, there's the map. Hello, Total War, Warhammer fans, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna read that. Holy crap. Holy Christ. Okay, so they were talking about Bittersea. No. Where were they? Southern Stairs, Gulf of Medes, Vampire Coast. Where were they looking at? Shifting Islands. What? We saw Araby, right?
YouTube, right. What the crap?
Yeah, I'm also gonna react to this one. This is by HeirofCarthage. I've never reacted to other YouTubers on Immortal Empire. The Golden Pass. Where the heck is Golden Pass? The Golden Pass, where are you? Golden Pass, Golden Pass. Black Sea, Sunken Islands, Forbidden Coast. I'm sorry if I take some time. I'm not an expert in this. I was introduced to Warhammer through Total War. Come on. Really? Now scammers are gonna give a missed call. Right, when we want to do this. Fucking scammers, I tell you. Okay, let's watch first. Eye settings. Why did you go on 480p? Wait, who is that? Skaven and Lizard.
Their forms.
Please tell me where the golden pass is.
Khalida, High Queen of the Court of Lybaris Tomb Kings, has reclaimed her ancient homeland. But her reign is fraught with challenge. The Silver Host Vampire Counts also lay claim to these lands.
Interesting.
And from their cold hands, Khalida must pry the crater
One of them
of the
fell down.
Walking Dead.
Interesting. So nice. I like this.
To
So,
the lush east, Krugarth Plaguefather scours the Dragon Isles for new ingredients to fortify his plagues. Amongst the tropical palms and sandy shores, he discovers an enemy. Tepok Spawn are a tenacious breed of lizard men, mysterious and otherworldly, with little love for the agents of chaos.
wow.
In life, Helman Ghost's taste for
So even bigger lizards. Or in the words of Gortrek, that's a. He said something. That's like a overly sized gecko.
adventure took him far from the Empire's borders. Perhaps it is the ghost of his past explorer that has seen him to the haunted forest, where he is set upon by all far from the Empire's and otherworldly, with little love for the agents of chaos. In life, Helman Ghost's taste for adventure took him far from the Empire's borders. Perhaps it is the ghost of his past explorer that has seen him to the haunted forest, where he is set upon by all manner of creatures and all manner of new corpses to repurpose. A resource he'll find in abundance within Grand Cathay.
Right. How did Helman Ghost come to this part of the map? Interesting. So he traveled all the way from there. Wow. What's his story though?
If my sister is found delinquent in her duty,
By the way, I like the giant. What are they called?
then we defend the
guards or
bastion.
The Great Canal. Wow. Dude, marine battles, right? So we need something like what if we get I mean, I don't want marine battles. By marine battles they mean like fighting in some swamp or something. No. I want like actual ship battles, actual ship crashing on each other. That was one of the most fun thing to do in Rome and Total War. Yeah, I was saying, what if like there's a map? See, you see this Grand Canal. What if like there's a map? Let's say if we take this and let's say we fight a battle in this canal. So it's like a choke point, but inside water. How cool would that be?
The Dragon Emperor's territories are vast, varied, and fractured. Amongst the stoic Cathayans, whose architectural prowess is beyond compare, skulk creatures of foul intent. The vampiric curse siphons life from the land, which is trampled beneath the heavy boot of orc warbands, and which is
Info. So with Cathay, there are vampires somehow inside Cathay, which are
trampled beneath the
I know this orc one. Like in Warhammer 3, I've fought him, but like
heavy boot of orc warbands.
this seems a bit off. Like this story is a bit. How does Cathay have vampires and orcs?
And burrowing deep into the
I mean, logically thinking, it doesn't make that much sense.
heart of this once great nation, a subtle infection of Skaven.
got wrecked. He got hit in the knees. What's your knees, bro? Cathane got. Imperial Grove. Looks cool. How these cameras.
Enemies within and beyond. The great bastion's continued survival is a constant uncertainty. One Miao Ying must contend with if she means to bring harmony to her homeland. In the barren north, hope, mercy, and virtue are not common commodities. These jagged rocks, sickly forests.
I honestly feel they wasted like from whatever the Cathay part, they wasted like whole 2-3 minutes showing the Cathay part. Because we have already seen the Cathay part. Don't put the Cathay part of the map at the start of the video. Or like at near the start. We already know Cathay.
And broken mountains mirror the soul.
CS sometimes really tests your patience, right? Too much. It's too much. Many people may have given up. I mean, I gave up playing Warhammer 3 until Immortal Empire releases. So...
of a world overrun by corruption. The perfect stage for the likes of Grimgor Ironhide and his ilk to test their mettle against ravenous ogres. In the path to the east, the Green Slaughterer will...
He is tiny compared to that ogre. That ogre will eat him. Yeah, I know Grimgor. He wants to fight the Norskins, conquer the world, and then march back and conquer the world again. That's his Grimgor. And he likes to walk.
Will find game worthy of his considerable prowess.
Sorry, I didn't catch the sentence.
Worthy to test their mettle against ravenous ogres. In the path to the east, the Green Slaughterer will find game worthy of his considerable prowess. In these twisted chaos wastes, ambitious and cruel men devote...
Holy shit, imagine Chaos Gods blessing Grimgor Ironhide. Holy shit. That's a big holy shit for the world.
...themselves to the dark gods in exchange for a morsel of strength. Seldom few manage to wrestle more than scraps from the gods' table. But Archeon, the Ever-Chosen, is not one of them. He will use his demonic gifts to see the mortal world bleed. But the mortal world...
Wow, look at this guy. Where have I seen such kind of... Wow, he's a demon plus the mechanics. That is interesting. Bro, you know what I feel? What if they put like the 40k guns and everything for the orcs? That will be madness.
The world is not so easy to tame. When men like Boris Ursus grow tired of being a shield and instead become the spear. Kislevites spears are a tool the demon prince knows intimately. In his past life he wielded one in the name of honor. Now he wears a different name and cares only for forging himself into a weapon of unfathomable destruction. Sometimes
that fighting, what do you call it? Battle mechanics? That battle thing, you know, the way he's fighting, that needs to be reworked. Put a mod on this and shoot the video again.
Carried on the whisper of an ice-laced breeze, he hears the name Daniel.
Show yourself!
What? Who's Daniel? I actually saw a lot of comments saying Daniel. Who's Daniel? And who are these ones on the That's Throg. Ooh, fighting the Slayers, bashing them.
A harsh and frozen world
Holy shit. Ice Troll.
breeds violent and
Wait, what's on his back? Is that like a cannon? Bro, what if we get cannons, like trolls with cannons on their back?
a harsh and frozen
What is that?
world
Is that an axe?
breeds
Is that a tree?
violent and savage survivors,
Troll him.
slave traders, brutes, and
Mammoths.
self-made kings war over
Giant home mark.
slivers of habitable soil in the Norscan mountains. Kings war over slivers of habitable soil in the Norscan mountains.
His lair.
But beyond lies the bulwark of Kislev, a tempting prize for the agents of chaos, and the most direct route into the wider territories of man. Here, opposing ideologies will need to either unite or overcome one another to face a greater evil.
The great orthodoxy protects you. I protect you. Take not one step backward.
Kislev's shield
Show us
is
the Empire.
cracked, and through the rupture, all manner of horrors invade. A fact felt keenly on the isolated shores of Albion, which will soon serve as Be'lakor's
Wow.
throne.
That's
upon the precipice of God.
Don't show us like one killing another. That's like whole spoiler. If that actually happens.
There is no
Show both of them fighting. Don't show one guy dying.
respite from corruption even in the waters, where dark terrors and vampiric pirates
Dude, there's corruption in the waters.
command legions of undead vassals.
Legions of undead vassals. That sounds interesting. That is straight from Pirates of the Caribbean. That would really interest me. Basically, those are vampires.
Waters, where dark
What an interesting thought this is, because humans, they can only go up to a certain limit in the waters, and then there's the undead who will like they cannot drown basically, and they'll work tirelessly.
terrors and vampiric pirates command legions of undead vassals.
Vampiric pirates, the idea itself is so cool.
In the kingdoms of Nagaroth, the Witch King builds a twisted army of hatred. There is no price Malekith would not pay to claim the Isles of Ulthuan and subjugate those who denied him his birth.
Like these soldiers which they have arranged, while making this video. I think CA is not good with this kind of stuff, like the way they have made this video. They should learn from Age of Empires movie directors.
Subjugate those who denied him his birthright.
Birthright. Iron Footers. I think there's the Chaos Dwarfs or something. No, this is Nagaron. There's the Brass Bull. Dora.
Subjugation is no option for the Sisters of Twilight, who fight bitterly in defense of their home.
Right. Who would that be? More elves. None of my...
For the decadence
Ooh, that's a big dragon.
of the Dark
Slaaneshi has summoned Slaaneshi invaders.
Elves has summoned Slaaneshi invaders.
Oh wow. Dude, new mechanics. I think after completing some rituals, you may be able to spawn some chaos armies or stuff like that as your ally armies who just like you did in the Vortex campaign. you spawned armies for intervention, but this time it's like armies to attack your enemies. That would be so cool. And with the help of armies, you can conquer territories. That would be so awesome.
And it is Lord Mazdamundi, the Slan mage priest, who must hold fast at the borders of Lustria. Fueled by a millennia-long vendetta, Nakari arrives on Chris with a goal that would see the High Elves of Ulthuan either slaughtered or dominated.
Whoa!
The descendants of Arnerian, beware. Slaanesh Wrath has returned.
And there's the different pirate factions. What if we are able to play those pirate factions without any mod unlockers? But I guess they are gonna keep lots of stuff for the modders, right? They always do that on purpose so that the modders can have their own way of doing stuff. That would be so fun. Imagine just playing. We don't want the let's say like I want to do this. Let's say I'm not into all of these major factions. Let's say I'm like one small pirate faction, just sailing my seas on the open seas, stuff like that, fighting anyone who comes into my way, or plundering them, whatever, taking slaves, looting the coast. I mean, that's vampires, but not vampires. There's like, while you are playing vampires, you have to defeat those different pirate lords to get those shanties, right? If you have done that, you'll know. So what if we play the ones whom we are supposed to defeat, those other generic AI lords? That would be so cool. Sometimes, like, because you know what, why I say that, because this thing already we know, like Kislev story, this Khon, all Chaos God stories, this and Empire stories, this. But like sometimes these minor factions, it's like an adventure, you don't know what lies ahead of you. Sometimes that is so calling. It's like an adventure is calling you. So it should be
Lustria,
like that.
a continent rich with all manner of life.
They can make our own stories and like my own campaigns, and like while I'm playing, I can do the role play. That is fine, but if they do it in the game itself, it will help a lot. That's what I mean.
Here, civilizations as old as the world offer insight into a past rife with
Piranha. I don't know this land much.
As old as
I played very little. Piranha
the world
swamps.
offer insight into a past rife with hardship, where brave lizard men warriors laid down their lives in accordance to the great plan. A war still waging to this day.
Lost Valley. Who would that be? What's over here? So they have shown us the whole map. This is like a treat for many people. That must be Krogkar. Some other reptile.
Kairos,
Dawn's Landing. Right, the small island.
Fate Weaver comes to Dawn's Landing and the bottom of the world to liberate it of its high elf occupants. The changer of ways will have reasons for this journey.
Kairos always has something interesting. Kairos campaigns, it's like it calls me. I will definitely play him, and you know what? This is really interesting, and it's so fitting. Like he's at the bottom of the world because he can change, or he can do all of his stuff, like sitting somewhere in an isolated place like this island. Easy to defend, and from here he will manipulate all the things.
But to know them would be to court insanity.
What?
Liberated of its high elf occupants, the changer of ways will have reasons for this journey, but to know
Reasons?
them would be to court insanity.
Know them would be to court insanity. I see some spiders. Who's that running? Who is the one running?
Insanity.
Who is that? Is that an orc? Goblin? I think it's a goblin. Yeah, maybe. Back to Araby and skulls and deserts. Dust in my mouth. Dust in my eyes. So, pharaoh giants. What do you call them? Mummies. There's the Black Pyramid. I want to see Azak
Manfred von
captured.
Karstein's lust for power has led him deep in
Interesting. I didn't know vampires show so much interest in these
the
dustlands.
shifting sands, where he contends with the likes of an undead contemporary, Cetra the Imperishable. Each with imperial dreams, each with ambitions too broad to coexist. The hard rock and barren landscape of this pitiful mortal
Orcs.
realm is a poor substitute for the glory of Khorne's eternal battlefield.
Oh my god, Khorne is in the Badlands.
And although Skarbrand the Exiled is as far from his lord's skull throne as he could possibly be, he finds some solace in the blood of an unending parade of orcs.
Wow, those stone giants. Whom do they? Orcs, right? They belong to the orcs. Blight waters. There's the dwarfs. Hell yeah. Always save the good part for the last. Still no dwarfs?
Along the world's edge mountains, a cacophony of cultures thrash and vie for the right to exist.
There's my Davi.
But it is the Dawi with the most at stake, and so Thorgrim Grudgebearer remains close to the ancient seat of his power. A wise king indeed.
Fellow Dowie!
Yes!
See orc scope! They foul our mountains with their vile taint.
Ooh. Oh, I see where this is going.
Amongst the western border princes, the
Oh,
Gore
wow, he's
harvester
here. Okay. He has come to the border princess.
has carved himself out a fine fishing hole. Sprag the Slaughterer is a far cry from his fellow ogres, but he'll eat his way to the Great Moor eventually.
But why is he here? Okay, right. In the campaign also he's like at the bottom side of the map, right?
One Empire footman at a time.
Interesting. So now from the south also there's one more terror in addition to the orcs for the Empire, which is this guy. A hungry ogre. I think that's Tilia, right? Here comes Tilia and Estalia.
And here, cradled within protective mountain ranges, lie the lands of man.
And there's the Beastman. Fucking Beastman ruining everything.
Besieged by roaming beastmen,
Fey Enchantress.
ravaged by orc tribes,
This orc gives me the most trouble when I play Karl Franz. The most trouble. To hell with you, orc.
threatened by haughty wood elves,
And there's the garden boys. They know nothing but gardening. Get out of your holes.
and plagued by
Actually, that can be said to Davi. Please don't write me in the book.
fighting that would tear them asunder. They must unite beneath a single banner or risk extinction. The world is indeed vast, the players constantly shifting, and there are further dangers here than meet the eye.
Is that
It will
Boris?
take more than military might to conquer the unending threats, more than spirit and diplomacy to survive.
Summon the electric.
It will take the forging of an immortal empire.
I like these names though. First it was Mortal Empire, then it's the Immortal Empire. I love this. They did not show the Chaos Dwarfs. Still.
Nugget King said hello.
Hey Nugget King, what's up? Close this. What's up, Nugget King? Oh wow, 3 hours ago. Hey. Hey. Let's do this.
Nugget King
Good opportunity. for
said
me.
I just came back from school.
Cool. Welcome. How was school? How was today? Patch notes 2.0. So I didn't realize patch notes something was released right now. Total War. I feel so sorry for anyone who is going to watch this live after this has been recorded. Close. So let's look at the patch notes now. So what's up, Nugget King? How was your day? I'm sure it was good. What happened today? What did you learn? So I'm reacting to patch notes 2.0,
Nugget
which
King
was released 3
said
hours
it was
ago.
oak, I guess.
It was okay, I guess. It's all right. It's gonna be awesome now because you are in my stream. So let's go, guys. Like, subscribe, follow. Let's look at the patch
Total
notes.
War Warhammer 3, patch 2.
Chinese subtitles. Why would I need Chinese? What is English? I don't need subtitles, but fine.
2.0 has arrived. In addition to bringing you the Champions of Chaos DLC, the Blood Pact DLC, and the first beta access to Immortal Empires DLC, we're updating the core game to align each of the releases. DLC. We're updating the core game to align, and the first beta access to Immortal Empires DLC.
Beta access.
We're updating the core game to align each of the releases. These additions will be free for all players. The Warriors of Chaos will be receiving a campaign rework thanks to our
I want to update the title right now. Update the damn title. I look like a bull with that hair. I had a horn. I had a horn on my head. What do I put? I cannot think. Give me a sec, guys. I'll watch the video. Let's go. Oof, no. No. I want to go into the beta. I want the beta. This is like a golden opportunity for
4
me.
new legendary
For the
lords.
first time since I started this channel, I think I have an opportunity to enter into any kind of beta.
With new faction mechanics including Chaos Gifts provide god-given boosts for your faction, A vassal-based settlement structure with dark fortresses and altars to act as the bloodline for your armies.
What? Vassal-based settlements. Structure with dark fortresses and
Act as the
altars.
bloodline for your armies. Warband recruitment to hire mercenaries,
Wait, what?
fortresses and altars
I don't
to
understand.
act as the bloodline for your armies.
Wait, so you can build more than one buildings.
Warband recruitment to hire
I think so. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm guessing. And let's go. Warband recruitments to hire mercenaries. That's awesome.
mercenaries from around the world. Warband upgrades to level up your units with their experience in the battlefield. And Path to Glory,
nice.
where dedicated characters will be able to gather boons and advance their power with a Mark of Chaos.
Emperor is
Nice.
with us!
Visual changes have been made, including hand-drawn occupation images for all factions.
Hand-drawn images. That's nice. Raise one is the same. For all factions, that's good.
And an improved war
New
coordination interface with quick access to all your allies and vassals.
That is
And an
great.
improved war coordination interface with quick access to all your occupation
Wait, where did
images
it
for
click?
all factions. And an improved war coordination
Oh, okay. New button. That's good.
interface with quick access to all your allies and vassals. We also have a visual update for the Chaos Knights of Siege and the Doom Knights of Siege, visual updates for Law of Death and Law of Metal, and a size increase for the Chaos War Steeds, as well as new combat animations for Archaon the Everchosen. We've also tweaked the UI of the game to add more variety to the colour palette.
Nice.
On the Realm of Chaos map,
Wow.
4 new provinces have been added: the Northern Wastelands, Albion, Marches of Kurun, and Middle Mountains. The 4 champions of Chaos will be present on the map, but will not participate in the race for Ursun, pursuing their own agendas. Several new factions now present on the map as AI, including the Marches of Kurun, led by Luren Leoncourt's vassal, Earl Adalbert, and Wintertooth, led by Throg, the Troll King. Luren
Interesting.
Leoncourt's vassal.
Can you pronounce the name
New
again,
factions
please?
now present on the map as AI, including the Marches of Kurun, led by Luren
Marches of Kurun. Led by
Leoncourt's vassal, Earl Adalbert, and Wintertooth, led by Throg, the Troll King. Weijin is now a 10-slot settlement, Cathay, and with the arrival of Azazel, Kurgan Warband Weijin is now a 10-slot settlement, Cathay, and with the arrival of Azazel, Kurgan
10-slot settlement Cathay.
Warband spawn rates have been further reduced. Settlement, Cathay, and with the arrival of Azazel, Kurgan Warband spawn rates have been further reduced north of the Bastion, and they can no longer declare war on most Chaos-aligned factions. Automatic declaration of war against non-demon factions has been removed from Khorne, Siege, Demons of Chaos and Nurgle. Allies can now be given an occupy request in addition to attack and defend,
Right.
which will encourage them to actively claim the settlement, including ruined settlements. Confederation has now been rebalanced. An allied outpost can now be built in
How is it
ruined settlements.
rebalanced?
Confederation has now been rebalanced.
If you're strong enough to accept,
An allied outpost can now be built outside of their province capitals.
an allied outpost, meaning you can only build still one.
Now been rebalanced. An allied outpost can now be built outside of their province capitals. Battle reinforcement times now always accurate without any leeway. The Immortality skill now unlocks automatically at rank 20 for all characters.
That's
Demon
nice.
Prince no longer requires demonic glory to access mortal units, and vassals formed by Slanesh will now never rebel.
Never rebel. Holy shit. Factions that are vulnerable to forced vassalization, minus 40 with coordinate, plus 40 with Slaneshi, Slaneshi corruption, 16 leadership when fighting against Slaneshi factions, all armies, resistance to seduction. Wow.
And should always join wars alongside their master, and come with an increase in income.
Increasing income. Where? Okay, the vassal.
Rebel, and should always join wars alongside their master, and come with an increase in income. Boris Ursus now receives reduced penalties from Chaos Wasteland climates, and generates devotion when holding Chaos Wasteland settlements. The Poison Chaos Warhounds unit will be available in the core game for Kugath. And we've shifted a lot of the potential movement range bonuses from Scarbrand so that they start off a little bit lower and instead build up more over time over the course of the campaign.
Right, I was saying like the Scarbrand race settlement, the movement mechanics, it's broken. Not really broken, it's too overpowered.
Slowing down Scarbrand's initial rush potential while preserving the ability to pull off massive combos later on. And finally, for those who own Warhammer 1 and 2 and have access to the Immortal Empires campaign, all legacy battle content. For those who own Warhammer 1 and 2 and have access
Those who won Warhammer 1 and 2
to the Immortal Empires campaign, all legacy battle content for the previous two games has been brought across to Warhammer 3, with it being re-implemented, reworked, and rebalanced to fight against the newer races of the trilogy, including reload time calculation adjustments, changes to healing abilities, tweaks to shared spell laws, and adjustments to individual unit stats across all races. A big focus for patch 2.0 was squashing those pesky bugs. Fixes include, but are not limited to, no more crashes for characters with non-standard characters in their names. Vassals are now more reliable for the player, and potential attackers will take into account who rules over them. Collision from corpses in battle has also been removed to stop entities getting stuck. Performance boosts in battles when units destroy incidental buildings, that's things like fences, crates, and market stalls. And lastly,
performance boost. Oh my god. So you're gonna actually work your way through the city to improve performance. Interesting.
the defense bonus from formation attack is now shown in the UI.
Defense bonus from formation attack is now shown in the UI.
We hope you enjoy these new additions to the game.
Who's that guy?
Read the full changelog for patch 2.0 on August 23rd at totalwar.com.
August 23rd, it's August 22nd. When is Immortal Empires releasing? Being able to tell to occupy settlements, true. Very hyped about all the bug fixes, mechanical changes. This feels like Warhammer 3's actual release date. When is Warhammer 3? This really feels like 1.0. I played Warhammer 3 for half a campaign on release, haven't touched it since. Kind of like same but not really. First I played Slanesh, then I played I think Kislev, then I played whom? I think I tried playing Cathay, then I played Nurgle, or first I played Nurgle, something like that. First Slanesh, then Nurgle, then Kislev, then Cathay, then I played Khorne. And this is after like long intervals between each campaign. Like I was going back to Warhammer 2. So it's same for everyone, I think. Same. I stopped when the first rifts opened. The tutorial campaign was amazing though. I did not play the tutorial campaign. Says Kenji2221. Actually, if it is for me, bought on release day, haven't played a minute. Wow. So look at the dedication of Warhammer fans and CA fans, Total War fans. Absolutely hyped. This looks fantastic, says Proper Mansion. Looking forward to trying all this out. Thanks, etc. etc. When is this releasing? That's the main thing. Is it releasing tomorrow? They are telling us to... Come on. Nobody's interested in orders. Champions of Chaos. What does this mean?
Nugget King. Said cool new update or patch notes.
Yeah. But like, what does this mean? Is Immortal Empires releasing tomorrow? Is that what it is? Or are you still promoting orders? Not orders. What are they called? Champions of Chaos. Come on. Woo. Where is Immortal Empires? In August, we'll explain what we mean by meta further below. But first, we want to spotlight some of what we're bringing total. What's new and important? What's new? is much more than the sum of each game's content smashed together into a larger map. Rather, a new game mode offers a variety of new features and approach to the combined battlefield. It has 86 new lords. I think I've read this before. We have read this before. This is like a previous. Dedicated factions for Grombundle, Hermal, Walkmart, blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. New starting locations for 29. I think they increased the number. Previously it was like 6, 7 or 8. New sea lanes allow move armies between distant lands from one map to another without leapfrogging them all the way. This is from Shogun days. Dynamic endgame scenarios, different scenarios, etc. Randomized. So each player will have their own unique end game. Interesting, you can read this. Revamped victory conditions, corruption rework, 8-player multiplayer campaign. Only host of the Immortal Empire needs to own all the 3 games. Okay. Why we are calling it a beta? Arrives in August, you'll notice that it initially appeared with a beta tag. Let's check it out. I summon the Immortal Empires beta. Where is it? I think it's somewhere. How do I activate the beta? That's the main thing. How do you activate the beta? It's in my library. Ogre Kingdom, okay. What? How do you activate the beta? Summon the elect accounts. Summon the elect accounts. What is this? Oh, nice. Oh, come on. So you'll put this thing really annoys me. You'll put a time this thing for every like small. I mean, what's the big difference? 15 and 16, big difference. 7 and 10 I can understand because they are like geographically. What about India or even Russia or Europe? I guess it's fine. So I'll have to calculate somewhere between 16 to 22. So I'm guessing 19. So around 19, which is 7 p.m., this thing is releasing in India. And there's 3 things: Blood for the Blood Gore, Immortal Empires, Champions of Chaos. So what do you mean by beta? Behind the scenes. We not only offered our first look at him, but noted new game mode represents world-spanning vision that we have been driving towards since first Unreal Engine year a decade ago. Decade? Really? It has been a decade? Nowhere is that better represented than the campaign map, the massive battlefields, raiding, sacking, sea lanes. Whoa! That's only a minor increase in legendary lores. These figures may change as we receive beta feedback. 401 settlements to 554. That's like... and they still kept this part hidden. I mean... how How much is that? 154? 153 more settlements. That's okay, I guess. Starting factions. How much additional do we get? 100 more. That's a lot. Legendary 16, 10, 12, something more. Introducing sea lanes. Border the known world. काय आहे वडा कुठला
बटाट
दे ना.
ढोकळा आणि हे दोन्ही देऊ जाते दिलं
That's right, we are talking about starting position in the next block. So I want the beta, and I guess only those people who have Chaos DLC, whatever that DLC is, I think they'll get the beta. Is what I'm assuming. This is not official info. Don't quote me on this. The reason you didn't see Skarsnik is because he had been moved east to the World's Edge Mountains. I believe he starts in Mount Gunbad now. Mount Gunbad. So close to the dwarfs. For those who don't know, the garrison is most likely a reference to Warhammer. Okay, this is different video. This thing I do not like. How other people have even made videos of this and they are ready to release the videos, and I do not even get my hands on the these factions.
Crap's going on. Heir of Reichland here, and by special request of one clone trooper wheeler, and I'm sure there's others of you who won't mind seeing it, I had told you all that I'm going to be doing some short focus campaign. I had started one for Kolek. I did a quick shot yesterday of a Rapan's campaign with typos in it, so I hope you'll enjoy the typos. Anyway, I was going to do some Karl Franz because requested by Clone Trooper Wheeler, who has been an unbelievable supporter of the channel. So I'm going to put some videos together for him. So we'll run with these for a few days and let you all keep seeing some gameplay in them. And then, of course, you know, once we've met some objectives, we'll move on. Now, I'm starting this off, obviously not right from the beginning of the campaign, because that's kind of boring. Like, I don't think you all are really worried whether or not I'm going to win against the Empire Secessionists and take control of the Reichland. So I've moved on to the next phase of the campaign, and this was a battle that I had, and then we're going to continue from after this battle. So in the course of this battle, I was attacked by Festus. It was near Middenheim, or no, I was attacking him near Middenheim. So he came with 2 armies, and I had to flee back.
Oh, nice. Are they pistoliers?
And try and only fight his.
They look so cool, man. They look so good. I saw like someone doing like. They look so cool.
One, because he had 2 massive armies, and this is the army he came with. You can see it's still rather large. He's got everything from Marauder great weapons to Chaos Warriors to Warriors with great weapons to Trolls. He's got Spawn of Nurgle. He's got literally everything. He's even got these big Chaos Giants. I believe there's at least one of them. Some Marauder Horsemen, Plague Bearers. I mean, he is loaded to the teeth here. So this was going to be a really difficult battle. When you look at it here, I'm outnumbered by over 500. Now, I did do some work back in the Empire, and I have the Reichland pumping out some of its better state troops.
Wow. Yes. Show us the handgunner volley. Come on.
I do have a couple of handguns. I've also got Stirland's Revenge and the Free Company Militia over here. I've got a line of great swords, one of which is a Karoberg great sword, the Unbreakable.
Which one?
Great swords.
Sigmar's son.
One of which is a Karoberg greatsword, the Unbreakable
Karenberg.
variant, and then I've also got the Sigmar's Son swordsman here. I do have a Reichsguard, and then I've got 2
Dude, the armor on those guys, they look so nice. I don't have words. They look so awesome. That gave me like goosebumps on my body.
Empire Knights. Then you saw the 2 Pistoliers who are working. I also have a Light Wizard who's got Net, and he's also got a Banishment. So anyway, that is what I've got so far. Basically, I'm going to let my Pistoliers harass Nurgle's army all the way back. I say Nurgle, Festus's army all the way back up here. And then I'm going to use Karl Franz to kind of do some single entity gooning. I have stopped these units right inside the range of these handgunners, and I'm basically going to let those handgunners pour some fire support in here. However,
So they're gonna fire like arrows.
when you look at the terrain, Air did not make
Exactly.
the world's smartest move here, because I did not pick my terrain very intelligently. So I've already gotten myself off to a little bit of a bad start, and I'm going to have to dig myself out of a hole. Quite literally, there was a hole here, and I didn't take a close enough look at it, so always check your terrain. Now over here, the forces of Festus are trying to pin down my Pistoliers. I'm going to have to pull them back. I use my Empire Knights to tank that for a moment. I've let my Free Company Militia kind of take the charge while using their pistols to cause initial damage. And then I'm going to bring my more elite infantry forward, and I'll pull the Pistoliers out occasionally. Sometimes I'll let them fight, and use them to continue to fire from behind at big targets like Chaos Trolls.
Bro, Chaos Trolls are running away from swordsmen and handgunners, right? They are so weak.
Or exposed flanks. I've also got a
Oh, nice. Warrior
Priest. He's already taking an absolute savaging here because he is having to hold a blob entirely by himself. So here you can see my last units of infantry coming forward. I'm going to be careful with my wizard. I've targeted the giant for destruction immediately. He's over there beating down one of my men as we speak, but I've got my handgunners shooting into him.
Beautiful.
And he is falling apart very quickly. Now, giants don't have much armor, so you could potentially use huntsmen.
Oh, how they are standing on a hill. Ah, that looks cool.
And be effective there, but they do have a better line of sight than archers, than handgunners. But handgunners obviously have better armor piercing, so that's why I have used them.
Back.
Anyway, Festus himself is rolling up. Now, we can't play as these guys yet, but I've been told that it was okay for me to have them in battle. Look at this, Franz is stuck in the middle of a blob. He's not on Deathclaw yet, so it's not ideal for me.
Said it broke.
What happened?
Nugget King. Said why did the stream break?
Stream break? What do you mean? You're still here. What happened? You can see me, right? Hi. I can see I'm live.
Stuck in the middle of a blob. He's not on Deathclaw. It was okay for me to have him in battle. Look at this, Franz. We can't play as these guys yet, but I've been told that it was okay for me to have them in battle. Look at this. They have better armor piercing, so that's why I have used them. Anyway, Festus himself is rolling up.
Said what?
You said the stream broke. What do you mean the stream broke?
Now, we can't play as these guys.
Did it stop in between?
Yet, but I've been told that it was okay for me to have him in battle. Look at this, Franz is stuck in the middle of a blob. He's not on Deathclaw yet, so it's not ideal for me. And
I'm eating something called batata vada. So this is made of potato with some covering on it, fried. It is so tasty. It has turmeric in it, salt, red chili powder. It has small pieces of onion in it. They are also fried. Indian food. Made by my mom. Arjun hai kya? अजून दे ना. आई
Festus.
अजून दे ना. वडा एक नंबर झाला.
जयश्रीने दिले मी आता तळले. ढोकळा
ढोकळा नाही खाल्ला मी.
तुम्ही केलं.
Nugget King said, whoops, I did not see what happened for a bit cause the stream broke.
Okay, Nugget King. If nobody was able to see, that's really sad. I don't know why it broke for you.
दोन देते. दोन बाबा. ओके. अजून आहे.
नको बस. ना बस. This has turned into like a whole mukbang video. I'll be right back. Give me in 2 minutes.
Nugget King said, it just said the something went wrong.
My feet went numb. Left foot. This one is a bit over fried, so it looks like black. Can you see this? These two were fried a bit too much, so they've turned black. But they're still tasty. They're still good from the inside. They is so good.
Came up to support. I'm trying to knock out these spawn. Momentarily.
Mom's food is the best. Comment down below if you love your mom's food.
I'm gonna notice the positioning of my guns
your
and
favorite
notice that I
food?
do have a shot.
Nugget King, what does your mom cook? What's your favorite food? Mine is like she does all this kind of stuff. And what's her specialty? I don't know. I like my grandma's this thing called amti. It's called chinsa gulachi amti. I don't know how you'll type it in English. Let's continue with the video. But that I like of my grandma, and my mother, she cooks a lot of stuff. My grandma is like super cook.
At Festus. He's just kind of back there casting, so I will start to work on him.
Dude, you had to charge in the blob. Why did you go left side?
Now, on this flank, I beat back some of Festus's troops, and I'm going to bring my pistoliers around in order to lay down some fire into the flank of this fight here. These are Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Now, pistoliers are not particularly armor-piercing, but I've upgraded them to where they have some pretty big damage output,
Nugget
so they
King
should still do well.
said my food would be cheese fondue.
Wow. Fondue. Fondue, how does fondue look like? Does it look like a cake or something? I remember, when was the last time I ate fondue? Long time ago. Do you make it at home?
And then back here you can see I've backed up with Sterling's Revenge and a Free Company militia, and I'm firing into the flanks of these fights, doing everything I can to turn it. However, there's only one thing that's really going to end this fight for me, and that's going to be killing Festus. So you can see here I did get a few shots a moment ago into Festus and did some pretty great damage, but then he moved outside of range. He's now moved back inside of range, and I will shortly be working on focusing him down. I sent some knights, though, to try and bail Karl Franz out of this fight, because I just could not get him out of that fight without the extra mass that comes with Deathclaw. But unfortunately, he's going to get stuck, and he's going to rout. And my hope is that he'll rout and he'll get out of this fight and still live to see another day. But we'll see. I think my cavalry here are going to be the bait to try and make that happen. So while he's routing, I'm going to charge in the cavalry and try and force these troops to fight me, and thus let Franz out of the fight. Now, after being victorious, I'm going to take some of my great swords. You can see over here was the Karoberg great swords. That's why this one held out so long. And the same thing's happening to my warrior priest right now. He's going to rout. So just in long. And the same thing's swords you can see over here.
Karoberg great swords. Unbreakable. Magical aura. Okay.
Was the Karoberg great swords. That's why this one held out so long. And the same thing's happening to my warrior priest right now. He's going to rout. So just in time to bring in these great
shameful display
swords and try and give him some cover to exit that fight without being killed. And I'm going to move up Stirland's Revenge and start shooting this exalted hero. And then my handgunners did finally get a good order and a line of sight on Festus. So they're going to open fire on him, and he does not like this. He's a pretty easy target, and he is getting hit by
Festus is going to have a lot of a-holes on his body.
A hail of bullets at the moment, and it's not going to go well for him. So there he is running away, but being shot. And he goes down. So with Festus down, the leadership of the Chaos Army takes an immediate hit. You can see wavering.
Said, well, what my dad does, he buys it sometimes, but he also makes it, but both are delicious.
Oh. Cool.
Left holding them together is this exalted hero, and he is under point-blank fire from my handgunners now as well.
I gotta Google fondue. I don't remember how fondue looks. I think it looks like a cake, right?
And I've taken the Stirland's Revenge and focused it in a different area because those Chaos Trolls came back from routing. And now the exalted hero has been gunned down, and the forces of Festus collapse altogether, and I'm able to start running them down and achieve a massive victory. And here we are on the campaign map after that epic brawl with Festus. You can see that Festus was starting to really take a...
This looks so cool. This makes me want to go back and keep playing my Reichland campaign.
Chunk out of Hawkland, and he'd moved into Middenland as well. And I pushed him back. That battle you saw had been right outside of Middenheim. I had encircled it and besieged it, sorry. And Festus decided to come out and fight me outside Middenheim rather than stay sieged and start to take
Show us our
good to see that the AI will make that decision competently. Now, I control the Reichland, and I also control Helmgart, which is the mountain fort here. Hopefully holding out anything that would be coming from Bretonnia. The only baddies left over here, though, is Heinrich Himmler. I have not seen or heard from Skarsnik, who appears to be pushed back, if not dead, because I can see the dwarves took hold here, so pretty good start for me. And then the greenskins.
Dwarves actually pushed back on Skarsnik.
Said, no, it is not a cake.
Yeah, sorry, no. I don't remember what it looks like.
Led by Grom, have not yet tried to push through the fort, and with all these dwarves around, they've...
Dude, dwarves honestly killed Skarsnik. That's like a new thing. So dwarves are fighting back in this game, finally.
Probably have another target first. Bretonnia took control of Marienburg, so we haven't had those goons acting all crazy. So in any case, things are looking pretty good. It's allowed me to focus without having to be focused on defense.
Nice.
I've been able to put together looking pretty good. It's
okay. I see the anchor building, the port moving to the right side of this thing. It's not fixed anymore, I think. It wasn't fixed, right? These things have changed a bit, or that's how we build things. The bottom right sides, they remain empty, I think, in the new game. Something went in my nose. I think they should improve the resources. Excuse me. So, sorry for that.
It's allowed me to focus without having to be focused on defense. I've been able to.
Oh, that's nice. I can see that this building, what's it called? Blood Moon Inn, right? This has become like available since level 1. That's nice. I honestly feel like it should be a part of the main building, like the landmark. How is it a landmark if you have to build it? Like it should be just present, just like that, with the main building.
Put together a large economy and then use that economy to continue to build all of my.
And that should give like a province-wide bonus. Or even faction-wide bonus. That's what. That's how it was in Attila and Rome. Rome 2. I don't think in Rome 2, but at least in Attila, where I think you could control the.
Nugget King said it is like a thick melted cheese thing. I eat it with baguette. At least that is what it is here.
Yes, yes. Right. So I call it a cake. Because then otherwise you would have to call it a thick melted cheese thing. That doesn't really explain much, right? Baguette. Okay.
Structures and stuff in the Reichland. Now, I did after that battle have to recruit some more great swords because it was a vicious battle. So I've got one more turn until they're recruited, and then everybody else is basically going to be all set to go after that. I do have Deathclaw unlocked.
Custom abilities. I saw Emperor's Finest. Or maybe it's the same thing.
Locked now after that battle, and I was close to getting Lightning Strike for Franz, but I've been putting troop upgrades through here. I had started off with the Emperor's Finest. I didn't intend troop up. I was close to getting
Show us the irrepressible.
Lightning Strike for Franz after that battle, and I was close to getting.
Okay. Nothing special. There's one mod which replaces like this particular ability for the elector counts, and it puts like special stuff for each elector count in Warhammer 2. I think it's Mixu's Legendary Lords.
Lightning Strike for Franz, but I've been putting troop upgrades through here. I had started off with the Emperor's Finest. I didn't intend to use these units forever. I probably will still use halberds in the long run, so it'll still have some use. But in any case, I'd used Emperor's Finest, but it just was not enough. Those units were way too weak to go up against the armies of Festus. So I had to go to Great Swords, and then I've given them some upgrades here, which honestly, in the end, I'm wondering whether it's worth it. I mean, 12 armor and then 12% weapon strength. I think this upgrade, like CA needs to get a little more generous here. A 12% increased weapon strength takes them from like their pathetic 32 weapon strength to 34, or like 34 to 36. I'll go show it to you. It's not very good. And then the extra armor, I guess, is okay if you're going to be up against factions that have poor armor piercing. But this upgrade right here, in my opinion, should be charge bonus. And if it's going to be an upgrade to weapon strength, it needs to not be a percentage one and just be like 2, 4, and 6 or something, like a more significant upgrade. Or better yet, like, I don't know, like a 2 or a 4 upgrade to weapon strength, a 6th upgrade, and an 8. I think something like that would be way better, because this whole percentage thing, when it starts off at like, 32 or 34, whatever it is, it's going to be really crappy. So I don't like the whole percentage thing. But in any case, here we are. It is what it is. I've got the upgrades. I'm going to go ahead and do Irrepressible, and then I'm going to try and get Lightning Strike. Started to get lined up that way. If we run into more than one Nurgle stack at a time, we can deal with it. I do have a Witch Hunter. I've been using him to just try and complete actions so I can level him up, and he'll be useful in the next army, because I don't have room for him in this army. And I kind of like the characters that I have here at the moment. It looks like there is some buildings we can build, so should we so choose. And we have a lot of options. So I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading these smaller settlements. They cost 4,000 each, and that's all the money I'm going to spend for now. Let's end our turn, get our great swords back, and I'll also let you all continue to see what the turn ends look like. When the campaign starts, there's 274 factions up here on the wheel. At the moment, it's down to 166, and you all will be able to see what turn I'm on. Like I said, basically the only part of the campaign I skipped was me chasing around the Empire Secessionist, consolidating my lands, putting together an army, getting the right buildings built. So I'm on turn 34. So it is a little ways in, but, you know, you all didn't really miss anything terribly exciting. We do have our quest battles available to us. Here's one of our Elector Count dilemmas, by the way. I finally have some prestige here from winning these big battles, so I'm hoping to use that to improve my Imperial authority, which has unfortunately been poor for a while, which is costing me some growth and other nuisance. So we can spend our treasury and send a military force to help Nordland. We can use our prestige to join the defense. We can do nothing, and then Nordland dislikes us a little more. I'm going to do nothing because I don't feel like giving up prestige or money right now.
That is so sad. Sure, save those poor
just do that, yeah.
Man.
Not terribly.
I never choose do nothing. I always send like not even scouts. I either hire or send my army. We keep it tight in my live streams.
Concerned about Nordland at the moment. So let's get my warrior priest. He now has a barded warhorse, or which he had during that last battle as well. We've got
right.
Hammer
So those things have moved up.
Then though, so that is going to be super useful. I'm going to go ahead and do this replenish troops. I like my troops being replenished very quickly. We do have plague with Franz, but it's not the type of plague that's causing us
corruption -8 leaders
to take attrition. Thank goodness. CA did change it to where those are limited to certain plagues, and not just like absolutely every time you get the plague you start taking attrition, and that helps.
That reminds me of Clan Pestilence. I really want to do that campaign someday. Complete it. It's so hard.
Great deal, because I haven't run into those near as often. Another pretty sizable Nurgle army here under Festus. Now Festus isn't the one leading it. You can see it's just Azubor, Maurice, Big, whatever this guy is. Anyway, he's got another Exalted Hero of Nurgle. These Exalted Heroes are tanks. You don't want to underestimate those units. There's 2 of them there. These Exalted Heroes are tanks. Big, whatever this guy is. Anyway, he's got another Exalted Hero of Nurgle. These Exalted Heroes are tanks. You don't want to underestimate those units. There's 2 of them there.
Why though?
They are very, very tough. He's even got to the Chaos Giant Regiment of Renown here, so that ought to be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and encircle these guys and try and force them to take attrition. So they'll either fight me, or they'll start losing models. So that's going to be my attempt there. Now this is a new, what do you call it, territory here with Hawkland, a new province. I need to also get Middenstag so I can complete this province. We've been reducing the Nurgle corruption pretty significantly. My Witch Hunter, as long as he stays present, he'll help reduce it further. In fact, I'm going to move him down this way, away from the greenskins, and we'll start moving over in this other direction. So hopefully we'll continue to see the Nurgle.
Something is there in the ruins. Something is there in the ruins settlements.
Corruption drop. I've got a little more money. Let's go ahead and use that to improve the Imperial Harbor. And then I'm going to skip the other upgrades for the moment and go ahead and end this turn and see what we can do about forcing Festus's troops to fight us, is what I'm hoping for here.
Oh, Hawkland got like another region kind of thing.
Yeah. What do you all think so far of all the footage you've seen of Immortal Empires? Are there any factions sticking out to you? Is there stuff that you want to see? Like, I'm going to continue the Kolek in this one through a number of episodes.
I don't know, man. If you're watching this, I think you're making really good videos. I did not expect anyone to upload like. Um, how did you get your hands on this? First, tell me that so that I can do it too. But yes, I think the Sylvanius region has changed a little bit. Like it has become a bit wider. It just feels like it just looks like that to me. And I see the ogres here. I think this part has become wider. Ogres. Why did orcs go in the forest? And this was a bit surprising to me. Karaknon fighting back and deleting Skaven. And I think this part has become wider. So overall factions which are sticking out for me, I don't know. I think the orcs which captured this one, I think those Koron. I cannot say.
And hopefully maybe even
What do you mean by sticking out?
you all some in-game scenarios. But, you know, what other factions are you wanting to see? I might be able to just give you all quick looks at them, even if we don't continue it in a full-on campaign. I'll take a non-aggression pack of Stirland. No reason for us to be fighting with our fellow electric counts. So we can get some extra control, or we can take the growth. I'm going to take the growth. I need a bunch of growth right now.
Into battle.
They took the attrition, so these guys are just soaking it at the moment.
I will fight with you.
They've got another army starting to be put together, though, and they could have more back here. Wolfenburg is definitely a goal.
Why has Hawkland become like this? What happened to the Hawkland electric
Mine,
counts?
because I'd like to get a hold of that gold mine, and then maybe I can get Kislev on a flank too. Help secure my land by keeping Kislev up against me here.
Interesting. So
Take
he's
a look
not
around,
using.
see what we were able to build. Helmgard is tier 3.
Oh my god, 6 halberdiers. I like the new garrisons. I think they are much more reasonable, stronger. This fort, I've fought countless manual battles just to defend this. 6 halberdiers. I like this. I love it.
That leaves me a pretty darn solid garrison there. We've even got a mortar unit. And let's see, Uberschreik. I have a special pub here at Uberschreik. It's the Red.
So this is okay. This is still like a one-time building. So this is level 2 instead of level 3 now, I think. Which is a bit... when outside Wood Elf, Ogre or Norscan homeland. Adds wall to the settlement, provides garrison. Interesting. So... okay, so Wood Elf, Ogres, etc. will have only the top effects. Empire will have the bottom.
Moon Inn. It gives like these extra garrison units. That's pretty awesome.
And let's hope that they also get skills. Let's hope that they are not useless, like spellcaster with no
Glad to
spells.
see that.
I mean, come on, fix that already.
Let's go ahead and just start.
And that's a good thing. You can, I think, you can recruit most of the units through main building.
Start upgrading each one of these minor settlements. Let's go ahead and just start up.
4 swordsmen, 3 spears, shields, 3 cross. I think the garrison is still weak.
Upgrading each one of these minor settlements. It's going to take quite a bit of cash. I'm going to go ahead and hold these guys for one more turn.
I think the industry building, it's from previous Total War games, right? That's not how it looks in...
They don't want to come out and fight me. If I'm forced to go into
that-
the minor settlement and fight them, I want them significantly weakened. Because I don't want to have to sit there and tangle with these guys while they're at full health. So let's go ahead and end another turn here, though I am running the risk of the AI bringing up another cheat stack, like a full cheat stack, because I am playing... Oh, by the way, the campaign setting this on very hard. Campaign, I left it on normal battle because I, again, like my battle
Okay.
years and let
So I'm not gonna watch the whole video. I think that's unfair. Go check out HeirofCarthage and go subscribe to him, watch his videos. because I watch his videos. I think I'm subscribed to him. Where is the subscribe button? What? Okay, subscribed. And do this. Hit the bell. So there's that. I think that's it for this live stream. Let me close this one and instantly start a new one where I'll maybe I'll start a Warhammer 3. I don't know how do I get the beta? How do you get beta? Wow, Day 1 edition comes with a double-sided poster. Set of chaos icon stickers. Limited edition comes with embossed metal case. Wow. Wow, this metal case. Wow. $1660. Okay. Recommended. It's not gonna run on this. It's gonna barely 8 GB. Come on. How do I get this? How do I join the beta? Further below, please do. Why are you currently calling it a beta? Give me the beta. Oh. Ultimately, the entire 3 game project won't truly be a complete for years to come, which is why we are initially calling it under the banner of beta. It's worth noting that it won't be an opt-in beta. We'll add it right into the main game for Warhammer 3, which means it won't divide the player base across separate versions or harm the multiplayer experience if you want to dive into the new. So what will at present a fully content complete when does this go live? When does Immortal tomorrow? Okay, it's releasing tomorrow basically. Why didn't you say so? Right, I'm so silly. I read this already and I forgot. Will download automatically along with the release of update 2.0 on August 23rd. If I own all the 3 games, does this mean I have access to all the content races, blah blah blah? Only the base game of all 3 total Warhammer titles will only grant you access to the set selection race and legendary lots. You will need to purchase the DLC for those games to access the respective races. If you wish to play Vampire Costume Kings, you will need to have their own respective products in the previous games, just like it was for Warhammer 1 and 2. How do I download and play Immortal Empires? Download automatically. No additional downloads or opt-in is required to play if you meet the requirements. Okay. Will the Immortal Empires have same minimum and recommend as Warhammer 3? How big is the download size? Total Warhammer 3 is 104 GB. 120 reduced from 120 to 104. Do I need to install all 3 games? No. As long as other games are in your library, but you only need to have Warhammer 3 installed to access Immortal Empires. Cross ownership will not support cross ownership. Crossplay, yes. Realms of Chaos or Eye of Vortex in this active in this? No. Does not feature. It is a sandbox experience, and foremost through each race will have their own unique victory conditions. Nice. Awesome. How many players does the multiplayer support? 8 players. Have factions from previous games been balanced? Balancing is still work in progress. Effort has been made. Immortal has been localized in the same set of languages available to Warhammer 3. Is it moddable? Huge community, blah 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 blah. The final piece of puzzle is Total War Assembly Kit, which will be releasing alongside a future update. So I think it's not moddable right away. What's new? Lots of stuff. Why are you releasing Mortals as beta? 3 massive games in one spanning world mode. It has also been one of the more technically challenging as we collect feedback, monitor, balance, bugs. This is still the full Immortal Empire experience, but use the beta tag helps us set expectations. Cool. So basically, Warhammer Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires is coming tomorrow on August 23rd. So make sure to log into your game tomorrow and start playing. And I'll start streaming Immortal Empires from tomorrow. So this will be the end of this live stream. I don't know, maybe what I'll play after this, maybe last day of Warhammer 2. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this, please leave a like. If you want to watch future videos, please subscribe and follow on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. If you want to support me, donate me on my tipping page on Streamlabs. All the links are in the description or Twitch bio. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in this next live stream or tomorrow. Until then, bye. Okay, so sorry, you didn't see the last part. Basically, this is the last part. So I'll just put this link. Basically, go to this link, totalwar.com/blog/ just copy this thing. Okay, I've put it in the chat.
Me. Said https://www.totalvar.com/blog/TWW3-IE-FAQ. Me. Said go to this link to get all the info for Immortal Empires.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you later. Damn it.